Hello there! Happy Saturday to you all. I'm Ken, and thank you so much for joining me, and welcome to the demo for Withering Rooms. This is a game that has been fully released. It was released in early April. Right now, it is on sale for $19.99 until the 20th of May. And after that, it usually goes for $24.99. This is a procedurally generated game. We will be exploring the Mostyn House and face a huge cast of overgrown, undead, invisible ghosts, devious witches, and more. We will be playing the character of Nightingale. I did complete this demo on, I guess what would be considered normal. It's actually kind of challenging. So we're going to start on normal, and then I'm going to give you a taste of it. And then I'm going to switch over to narrative mode, which I guess is baby mode. Judge me if you must. But in trying to keep this video not 20 hours, because it did take me a couple of tries to actually clear normal. I'm gonna save you all the pain of watching me die and having to navigate a procedurally generated Mostyn House. So we're going to new game it, and I'm going to leave a link to this down in the description box for you all below. Let's go. Yes, let's go. Okay, this game saves automatically, so keep that in mind. Prologue. Mostyn Gatehouse, 1892. In a dream. Nightingale is sent to Mostyn Private Asylum by her father. New patients must spend their first night in the gatehouse for observation. It is there that Nightingale first awakens in the dream. Woohoo! Alright, gatehouse residence. A&D to move left and right. Yeah. Some furniture can be interacted with. E to interact. Alright, E to search. See, strange coin, ×2. A curious coin with a cross. It's not clear what metal it's made from. Has a subtle iron scent. Who needs money in a dream? As the weeks dragged on and my own motivation to help the guests play out their fantasies waned, I began to understand. A coin is a favor stored for later. Okay. We can run, I do believe. E open. Here we go. Indeed. Let's inspect. A corpse in a cage. It's blocking a hole in the wall. Okay, we're just gonna stay hidden until monsters pass by. I like how Nightingale kind of follows them, her head. Ooh. And I think S is sneak. All right, there we go. Hey! Let's see, inspect the grandfather clock. Grandfather clock, there's a keyhole on the front. I do believe you can buy a key from the merchant, which we'll come across soon, and you can open the grandfather clock and set the chime to go off to distract enemies. I think that's what that's used for. Read special placement log. Let's see. February 24th, 1891, patient Millie Irwood, age 13. Symptoms was pending. Epilepsy, inappropriate behavior. May 5th, 1891, patient Emma Bainon, age 14. Symptoms, fires, inappropriate behavior. March 1st, 1892, patient Becca Mason, age 15. Symptoms, disagreeableness, headaches. So, all of us women then, I guess. I don't know. September 6th, 1892, patient Nightingale Williams, age 15. Symptoms pending. So we don't even know what's really wrong with us. All right, nothing else in here. Let's see. Let's peek out the door. Anything going on out here? This is the gatehouse hallway. Let's stop peeking and let's just go. Oh, we're at the very end of the hallway. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, forgot about him.
Where am I? What is this place?
Okay, let's hide.
Oh, Albert. Why am I still here?
Okay, we need that key on his back. Okay, there we go. Gatehouse key. Permanent key. The key to the front door of the mansion's gatehouse. Daffyd? Did you misplace the key again? I should nail it to your backside, you absolute pillock. Can we actually go in here? Let's go. Oh, this was our room. Okay, you know what? Let's close that. Yeah, okay. This is the room we started in. Nice. Let's make sure, homie. Let's go. Let's go, Nightingale. So that's the gatehouse keynote. See, Father, Daffyd's mind is literally decaying, but he can still be of use. To keep him from wandering the grounds, I've locked the gatehouse door. I nailed the spare key into his back in case you need it. You'll have to be sneaky. As an additional safeguard, I've cast a spell on the front garden of the mansion. No undead may pass through. If you're out there, check for the glowing white sigil above the doorway to make sure it's still working. Your ever busy daughter, Margaret. All right. Thanks, Margaret. Anything? No, nothing interesting. All right. Let's go. Woohoo! Let's close that. A white sigil above the doorway indicates enemies cannot pass through. I like how you can see back into the house. Can we? The lock is broken. Okay. Let's see. Red wax crafting occult. Wax colored with matter? A useful ingredient in the production of spells. Blood is her mortar. Blood is her mortar. Oh, empty jar. Another crafting item. An empty jar with proper equipment can be filled with various liquids. Yes, we have crafting in this game. It's pretty cool. I will be searching. Chocolate cake. Slightly stale chocolate cake. Still delicious. 75 health from that. Sweet. Let's speak. You look lost. First time in the dream? I'm Becca. I'm afraid you've stumbled into something you probably shouldn't have. We're having a sort of celebration to welcome a new member of our little club. You see, we're witches. In the dreary waking world, there's no magic, but here, magic is real. I'm sure it's all terribly confusing. You need to go talk to the first witch. She's our leader. You'll find her up ahead by the fireplace. Just answer any questions she has truthfully, and I'm sure everything will be fine. Oh, and feel free to grab a slice of cake. It's delicious. I did. Delicious it may be. Still, it is. The first witch. You are not supposed to be here. Are you a patient here at Mostyn Private Asylum? Yes. Did you come from the gatehouse? Yes. You made it all the way here with no assistance. Yeah. I mean, technically, if we want to talk about the tutorial telling me how to move and pick stuff up, but I'm going to say yes. Liar. Well, I think we can all agree witches are bitches. Thanks, Dick. Chapter 1. Mostyn House, 1892. In a dream. The pain of the flames subsides as Nightingale loses consciousness. She awakens in a strange bedroom within Mostyn House, still in the dream. Damn witch. Let's go, Nightingale. Because you can hide in there. We're going to search. Let's see, cleaver. An old kitchen cleaver generally used for hacking through thick cuts of meat. So you get your normal attack stats and your heavy attack stats. I will be using that. Hold on. Okay. So let's That's your normal. That's your heavy. You can roll. Woohoo! Okay. So like I said, we're gonna do some of this. Really? On normal. And then, oh, wait a minute. And then I'm gonna switch over to narrative. Hello. I'm terribly sorry if I frightened you by just appearing like that. I like to observe new arrivals to make sure they're not violently deranged before allowing them out of their room. I am Margaret Blackett and share administration of this asylum with my father, Dr. Robert Blackett. Your name is Nightingale, isn't it? Let me first deeply apologize to you for being set on fire as soon as you arrived here. I assure you, the responsible party has been severely reprimanded. Oh, good. Thank you. I'm not familiar with your case history, but you may be wondering if this is all a delusion. I can assure you it is not. You've been drawn into a phenomenon unique to Mostyn House. It's a sort of dream or nightmare. Weeks will pass here during a single night in the real world. I'm sure you have questions. I'll answer as best I'm able. What can you tell me about escaping? The methodology for waking up from the dream is not well understood. Some wake with ease with only a vague memory of what occurred here. Others are trapped indefinitely, their comatose bodies slowly rotting in the real world. Yum. Dying in the dream provides no release. You'll simply awake anew. Let's see, tell me about the dangers. As those trapped in the dream rot in the real world, they turn into deranged living corpses here. Unfortunately, the dream accumulates much more unpleasant residents each year. As such, it's critical that you avoid attention until you are properly armed with tools to defend yourself. While dying in the dream is a temporary affair, the experience is still horrible, so you must be careful. Tell me about magic. In order to invisibly observe you earlier, I used a spirit twig. Simply by snapping the twig in my hand, I'm able to briefly move about as if I were a phantom. In the real world, magic is the provenance of charlatans. But remarkably, in the dream, magic is real. I am a novice magic user. You'll want to seek out the filthy wretch to learn more. Alright, I'll let you explore then. The mansion reconfigures itself each night, but you should be able to find me in the study easily enough. I'll leave you with the key to this room and make my exit a different way. Oh, a Nightingale. Don't be discouraged if you die. As you've already seen, it's only temporary. It sounds perverse, but death truly is the greatest teacher. See you around. Okay. See, find filthy wretch in the occult library. The key can be found in one. Okay. We hit tab. I want. Okay. Find the filthy wretch in the occult library. The key can be found in one of the bedrooms and chests requiring a code. Meet Margaret in the study. So those are our goals. We have stats. I'm a level 0. And controls. Okay, so let's see. Let's go. Nope, search. I need stuff. So we got another strange coin. See, yellow wax. Crafting occult wax colored with crocus. A useful ingredient in the production of spells. Albert, the house guard. Never thought of him as flower enthusiast. It must be he has lady love somewhere. Feel sorry for whoever she is. Well, damn. Huge slam on Boyo there. Dun, 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 dun. Creepy doll. Tool. An unnerving yet harmless child's doll. Placed to create a distraction or draw attention to something. Lucky that you brought these dolls with you, Priscilla. The fire consumed all of my old toys. Had I been more nostalgic when we moved, perhaps they would have been saved. You know what? Let's do something really quick. No. Go back, sorry. Let's put you here, and let's... No, idiot. Put you here. Okay. Where you at, girl? You don't? She's coming. Hi.
So much filth.
Well. Okay, so this is going to take a hot minute. But we're going to wait for her to come back and we're going to attack her.
Who is this now?
She's having a good old time. Okay. No! Search the body. Okay, blank scroll. Crafting occult. A blank piece of parchment perfect for crafting a spell. Priscilla has purchased a great heaping pile of blank scrolls, ostensibly from Egypt. We're going to try to craft a magical spell that will let us speak with our dear dead mother. A silly game, to be sure, but what if it works? And a filthy finger of a living corpse. She's calling herself the first witch now. So then you get like a little stat sheet made. Charlotte. We just killed Charlotte. Charlotte did always like to help in the kitchen, didn't she? Pretty cool. Another reason I will be switching to Bebe mode soon is because I stink at the controls. Let's see. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. Okay, this is the actual room we want. You know what? Let's close that. Now we get a little puzzle. It's fine, buddy. Blue wax, crafting occult. Sea wax colored with woad. A useful ingredient in the production of spells. What color were Mother's eyes again? Were they blue? Do you think they'll be gray when we see her because she's a ghost? Okay. Read Venice. Foul intent filled the streets of Venice. In the morning, the city had 9 barons, 7 judges, and 6 lawyers. Next, 3 lawyers drove knives into their chests. Then every lawyer sliced up 1 judge. On the following day, 3 barons drank poison. In Venice, but a handful of barons, judges, and lawyers remained. So now I've got to do math, you son of a bitch. All right, so there are 3 lawyers because there were 6 altogether, and then 3 drove knives into their eyes. So we got 3 lawyers. Every lawyer, so there were 3 lawyers sliced up 1 judge. Okay, so 4. And then 3 barons drank poison. 9 minus 3 is going to be 6. Okay, but I think we have to go in the order 9 barons, 7 judges, 6 lawyers. So would it be 6, 3, 4? I don't know. I can't remember. That changes every time you play, by the way. So whatever this code is for me, it's going to be different for you. I don't... Ah, yes. Okay, occult library key, permanent key. Key to the occult library. Peter has spent a fortune on these silly old books about how to summon demons to do one's bidding. Not sure what they were teaching him at Oxford, but I thought I was paying for a degree in classics, not 13th century magical nonsense, written by some monk with an overactive imagination. And Peter's just effing up. All right. All right. Poison antidote healing item. A curiously effective activated charcoal potion. Heals any poison buildup and the poison status effect. The stinking dead continually find novel ways to defend themselves. Some of the original cholera patients have begun to spew miasmatic clouds that linger in the air. Poison leaf. Crafting. Oh, it just started raining. Fantastic. An indeterminate toxic plant. With proper equipment, the poison could be distilled into a weapon. Oh dear, Peter has the worst reactions to these sorts of things. He must be more careful. Zombie, cholera patient. Corrupted finger, covering them up with a sheet. Doesn't cover up the smell, unfortunately. Yeah. Okay, so we are done in here. As far as I'm aware, there's nothing else in this hallway. It's just, it was Charlotte. Another blank scroll. Okay, yeah, okay, fine. Get that UI off of my screen, please. Can I search that? I can't search that, you son of a gun. Alright, another crafting jar. Some of these, I think. Whoa! Oh, you bitch! Shit.
Hold still.
No! God damn it. Oh. Okay, they can't come in here because of that white sigil. Okay, let's go meet the merchant. Hi. Watch him turn around. Masked man. I've always loved this one. Good evening. I'd introduce myself, but people don't generally wear masks if they want their identity to be known. I have been here for so long, I can scarce remember who I was previously anyway. I no longer have the patience to beat back the ever-growing throngs of animated corpses in this house. As such, I have become something of a merchant. I traffic in all sorts of goods, and my inventory is always changing. What good is gold in this nightmare? A coin is a favor, save for later. Alright, well, let's talk real quick. What would you like to talk about? Let's talk about art, my good man. Mostyn House used to be so beautiful. The best art was sold to support its brief, unsuccessful stint as a cholera clinic. What remains are mostly recreations commissioned by Alfred Mostyn that were deemed unsellable at auction. I have a soft spot for these recreations. I think in some cases they're even more beautiful than the originals. Perhaps I've been living in this recreation too long. House. Mostyn House has 3 floors, although the second and third floors have been sealed off in the dream. The first floor is fantastically decorated in the antiquated Baroque style. The second floor was where the family lived, and is supposedly even more grand. The third floor is an attic, not somewhere I'd want to be in the dream, as I am sure it has become a truly wretched place. Below is the basement, where the servants' quarters were located. Something's gone wrong with the gas down there, as the lights are all out. If you're curious, you can read more about Mostyn House in the Welsh Country Houses book. I'm sure there's a copy around here somewhere. Mask. It's a bit dramatic, isn't it? I found this mask in the attic back when it was still accessible. It reminds me of simpler times, of childhood and sunshine. Have you noticed it's always night in the dream? It feels like decades since I've seen the sun. Alright, nothing. Let's see what you have to buy, buddy. Okay, I have 7 coins. I have yet to come across a health item. I'm going to leave this place and I'm going to find one, I guarantee you. So let's go ahead and get this because I'm about to die. Okay. That's about all I can do. Got it. It's been real, buddy. Health. Let's use. Oh, it didn't give me much back. Okay. Later. Is there anything down here? Yeah, there is a chest. Okay, watch this be a health item. No! Okay. Phantom's ring. Curious ring. A magical ring. When the wearer is over 50% cursed, a faint violet glow appears around their feet. Their footsteps become much harder to hear. Perfect for surreptitious activities. Blah. It stays enchanted because of these little sigils etched into it. How clever! Well, we're not cursed just yet. And we don't need to remove the cover of that mirror just yet. Alright. Can you please get... I guess let's put the damn thing on so that UI goes away. We happy? Go away. Wait. He might have gone back into his room. Hi, Charlotte. Ah. Yes. Welsh Country House. Hey. Let's see. Mostyn House, situated on a hill in Monmouth, between St. Eli's Church and Bryn Bach Abbey's ruins, has a fascinating and tragic history. Built by coal magnate Alfred Mostyn in 1869, the house was initially designed as a country getaway before a series of terrible events led to it becoming the private residence of an American doctor, a cholera clinic, and finally a mental asylum. Alright, this is a crafting table. We can't do anything just yet. Hey, buddy. Ah, warding candle. This is a healing item. A holy candle gradually heals curse damage. The longer one stays close to it, the faster it heals. Dispels nearby magical traps. Spirits and enchanted armor cannot pass by while it burns. These are very handy. Spirit twig. Tool. A gnarled magical twig, somewhat hot to the touch. Snap it to become a spirit for 5 seconds. Spirits cannot be seen and are completely invulnerable. Whenever I'm cornered or overwhelmed, I just snap the twig and sneak away. Spirit form for 5 seconds, 15 curse damage to caster. Alright, so healing item. Yep, nice. Alright. Hi. Oh, a new visitor to our dream. How exciting. I don't have a name exactly, but most folks around here call me the Filthy Wretch. Love it. I consider myself a tutor of sorts in the occult arts. You seem like you would make a fine student. Before we get started, I have one small request, which you might find a bit off-putting. I'd like you to bring me a corrupted finger, freshly clipped from one of the undead. Now, don't look so scandalized. You don't even know what it's for. I'd suggest targeting one of the sleeping zombies. I appreciate this is an unusual and difficult request, but I assure you the end result will be worth it. Have you found a corrupted finger yet? I do. Because of Charlotte. Let's thank Charlotte, everybody. Yes. Excellent. I won't ask where you got it. Well, you just told me where I could get it, so, I mean, it's got to be from one of the undead people. Now, what I'd like you to do is eat the finger. Was this Skyrim? Just kidding, pupil. Such body parts are a valuable commodity with many uses in the dream, as in life. You see the stone shrine in this room? A curious ancient thing. Place the finger into its basin to activate it. It will help you remember items you might otherwise have forgotten each night. You'll find shrines like these throughout the mansion. Just as no two people are alike, so are the shrines. Each one will require a different offering to activate. Each new shrine you activate will allow you to remember one additional item. Return to me, people, once you have activated the shrine. Yes, Yoda. Alright, the Night Mother remembers. We are her bricks, and blood is her mortar. Give offering to activate shrine? Sure. Alright, one item remembrance slot. So what do we want to remember? So basically, if we die, whatever we remember is going to end back up in our inventory. So I guess let's go with weapon. Why not? I don't have any healing items, or I would have chosen that. Alright. I've remembered. Our next lesson will be the casting of spells. You may be skeptical about the existence of magic in the real world, but there is no doubting its power in the dream. Hold this blue scroll, focus your attention on the seal, and imagine it breaking while you wave your hand over it. The seal will break, and the magical energies contained within consume the scroll and escape. This blue scroll is a protection spell, giving you an invisible suit of armor that will absorb a few hits before dissipating. There is a price, however. Using magic will cause one to become slightly cursed. The effects are numerous. Graying of the skin and increased awareness of paranormal activity nearby. Next, strange and horrific sights previously hidden will reveal themselves. Everyone has a tolerance for being cursed, which, if exceeded, leads to a rather rapid internal rotting process. In that case, use a warding candle immediately to reduce your cursedness. Enough prattle. Give that spell a try and then see me when you're ready to learn more. Alright. Bam! And now we're cursed up there with the skull. Awesome. To craft your own spells, you'll need a grimoire. It so happens to have an extra beginner's grimoire you may have. Thanks! You can use that table over there to create your spells. Here's a blank scroll. You'll also need to find some wax. Come see me when you're done. Alright, so we do have a few wax things. We have a few scrolls, so let's see what we can do. We can't make the red one, which is, you can place a hex upon a door. Anyone who opens it will be engulfed in a cloud of cursed energy. The effect lingers for several seconds. The hex is only visible to its creator and can be dispelled with a warding candle. Okay, so we can't do that one because we don't have any red wax. But we can do another protection spell or armor spell. Envelops the caster in magical armor that will absorb all physical damage until depleted. Or we can do summon a lifelike dummy of the caster, which will attract enemy attention until it is destroyed. Health of the dummy scales with spell damage. I say let's do this one. Nice. Alright. Give me my cleaver. I did it. I've taught you everything I can for now. To continue your studies in the occult, you'll need to find the first witch in the basement. Here's the east stairwell key. Before heading down, you might talk to Margaret Blaquette. She mentioned needing something from down there. Be warned that someone has tampered with the gas pipes in the basement. All the lights are out. And the basement is not somewhere you want to be without a light. Okay, so if you come over here, you can inspect that, crawl under. You see the little area there. It's like a training room. We're not going to do that, though. Sometimes the pictures do that. I don't know why. Let's just go. Hi, Charlotte. Let's see. Ah! No. Hit the damn wrong thing. Welsh country house, too. Alfred Mostyn of Lancaster was born of modest means. He managed to build a coal mining empire after he was bequeathed a small plot in Southeast Wales by his uncle. In Southeast Wales by his uncle, not the. Like many newly rich, Alfred hoped for a more leisurely, aristocratic life for his children. So off went his twins Peter and Priscilla to England for proper education. In 1869, Mostyn started construction on a country home halfway between the mine and Oxford, where Peter was pursuing a classics degree. Well, guess what? Peter did not. So I think there's a chair you can actually sit in it and it'll get rid of your curse. It's not that one, I guess. Welsh Country House 3. Alfred Mostyn was fond of saying he was an 18th century man born in the 19th century. Thus, Mostyn House, while fitted with the latest technology like gas lighting, had a distinctly Baroque sensibility. Notoriously thrifty, Alfred filled the estate with replicas of expensive paintings and plaster copies of famous statues. Upon its opening in 1871, early visitors split on whether the interior was beautiful or tasteless. While Alfred was away during the summer of 1872, disgruntled mine workers burnt his primary Merthyr Tydfil residence to the ground. Look, some of this is Welsh. Welsh is a very bizarre language. Worse still, his sister was inside and perished in the fire. Having put nearly all his financial resources into the construction of Mostyn House, Alfred had no choice but to move full-time into his country house. Other terrible events soon followed. So, is this it? Yep. So, you can see we are no longer cursed. Woohoo! Hey. Again. I wasn't expecting to see you so soon. I believe you'll do well in the dream. Let me give you a little gift. This is an old ring of mine. If you die in the dream, you'll lose most of your items. But some blessed items like this ring will survive from night to night. Now that you're acquainted with magic, I have a favor to ask. There is a powerful artifact in the Mostyn Mausoleum that may be the key to escaping the dream. The last person seen there was the butcher surgeon. Yay! He's a repugnant man my father hired to help with research in the dream. I've heard he was seen in the mausoleum recently, searching for corpses to anatomize? Yeah. He spends most of his time in the basement studying corpses in the kitchen. As you are much more able with magic than I. Really? You like poof in and out of existence. Can you venture down there and see if you can find anything out? Be careful. He's a truly odious and unpredictable man. Also, have you taken a close look at the curio cabinet in the occult library? Lots of interesting objects in there. All right. Questions, Nightingale? Tell me about yourself, Margaret. Father. My father is Dr. Robert Blaquette, famed American physician turned Welsh asylum owner. Have you heard of the composer Johann Sebastian Bach? He's my father's favorite. Bach was given a near impossible task by King Frederick of Prussia. Devise the accompaniment to a complicated melody on the spot. I'm having a hard time pronouncing things today. You see, King Frederick loved to humiliate visitors to his court in this way, by having them fail at something they were supposedly excellent at. Bach completed the task, much to the amazement of everyone in the room. When I first started learning how to play the piano at the age of 8, my father gave me the same challenge. In fact, he gave me that same challenge every day for 4 years. When finally I had learned enough counterpoint to complete the challenge, he congratulated me for taking 4 years to match what Bach had done in a single night. Your father sounds real swell. My father always aspired to match the achievement of his heroes. He just never realized that his hero was really King Frederick, not Bach. Tell me about your mama. I never knew my mother. I was born in China in the wake of the Second Opium War. My father says she died in childbirth, but I'm not sure I believe him. I don't think it matters much. The only thing my mother gave me was this face, which was not always an asset growing up in England. Future? My father wishes to pursue a full-time study of the dream. As such, I'll become the only administrator of the asylum. As for the dream, who can say? It has existed for at least 18 years. I suspect it will be with us forever. I only hope my father's research will find a way to banish these wretched living corpses. And... Is that it? That's it. Okay. Let's be on our way. You know what? Let's look. What is this ring? Protective rings. 1 of 4. An elegant ivory ring worn by Margaret Blackett, co-administrator of Mostyn Private Asylum. One learns to be comfortable with loss in the dream, which is a bit odd considering the dream is a place of immortality. 10 max health, 25% bleeding resistance. Hell yes, we're going to equip that. Boop boop. Purdy, ain't he? Alright, so this is where I'm going to actually reset and go back to, so we're on standard, which I'm assuming is normal, and then there's narrative. Narrative difficulty is ideal for those who find the gameplay of standard too challenging. Changing the difficulty will reset the state of the mansion. So we're going to go through the procedurally generated thing. Oh! I have a present. What the hell is this? Open present. Dummy spell. Summons a life. Okay, cool. I'll take it. And strange coin. So you will notice how firework projectile, an old firework left over from a previous bonfire night, quite loud, will attract the attention of anyone on the current floor. It is way more easy on narrative mode. Like crazy easy. You got a taste of the health bar of some of the enemies, so. Yellow. Candle. Charlotte, darling.
So much filth. A little rat snuck in.
2 hits. No. 2 hits. Oh, I didn't actually. Okay, whatever. When they mean baby mode, they mean baby mode. Okay, so this is a bandage, gauze for wrapping wounds, heals any bleeding buildup, and the bleeding status effect. Why are the corpses bleeding? There's no sign of livor mortis. Or livor mortis? The blood, though foul-smelling and discolored, flows as if it were a still-living body. And then sulfuric acid. This is for crafting, highly corrosive but ineffective in its current form. With proper equipment, could be turned into a throwable jar of acid. Experimenting with acid on corpses, is that what you've been up to? I'm paying you to demonstrate anatomy, not to tinker with my laboratory equipment. My voice is going, it's getting really rough. I've been talking a lot. A lot of reading this game. What? Who the frickin' hell are you? I never come across this thing. It's a little wretch. Oh! Was I supposed to kill him? The filthy wretch has found a way to animate his creepy little dolls. Did I kill the wretch's babby? Spirit twig. Warding candle. Just gonna go through and pick everything up I can. And then we'll have to go through. Let's just go in. Here we go.
Got you now.
Woo!
Silly. Hold still now. Silly child. She was
Stop it.
dead. Oh, Lord Mostyn. I failed you.
So we just killed Daffy. Daffy forgot to set the traps again, and now the hedge maze is positively crawling with vermin. I'm telling you, I cannot begin to tell you how horrible I am at these controls. Oh! Is this why you need to shut the doors behind you? Yeah, let's just do that. Poncer's Chest 1. Thank you for your purchase of Poncer's Chess, a unique and exciting new take on the classic game of chess. Before we explain how each unit operates, you'll need to understand some terminology. Perception. As perception increases, the unit can see spirits from a further distance and detect increasingly sophisticated hexes and illusions. Poise. Units with higher poise are likely to be stunned or knocked down by attacks. Speed. Speed value of 115 indicates the unit performs all actions 15% faster than normal. Luck. A luck value of 200 indicates double the likelihood of finding rare or expensive items, as well as 10% more coins found. That's kind of, I think, explaining the stats you can have. Oh, thank God. Okay, that was it for in here. What's in here? Oh, it's the dude. Okay. I don't think I need anything from him, so we're just going to ignore that. Ah, okay. So we're going to have to go through. I'll cut this out, but you're going to have to go through the wretch thing again. Oh, no, he's gone. Okay, we don't have to. Never mind. Haha. Okay, so bleeding. The unit bleeds at a rate of 2% health per turn and leaves a bloody trail for 15 turns or until they use an appropriate healing item. Poison. The unit is slowed by 25% and loses 1% health per turn for 30 turns or until they use an appropriate healing item. Paralysis. The unit cannot move for 5 turns. Curse rot. Inflicted when the unit reaches their curse tolerance, the unit rots internally at a rate of 1 health point per turn until a warding candle is used. Danger. The unit is near death and should heal immediately. Any magical healing effects cease to work. Okay, so we actually do not need to go through it again. That's sweet. We still have these items, right? Okay, so let's actually put you there. And bandage. Let's put you there. Can I move? Let's see. Hold on. Okay, we'll just leave it like that. Okay, so yeah, I don't want to use it. Do I have any? Oh, and here's your map. So that's where we woke up. Okay, that's where we're at. Marble gallery, guest bedroom. Okay, so library. Hey girl, we're not going to speak with her. Do we still have, by chance? Ah, yes. Okay, so we have all of our quests. So we do not need to actually talk to her. Theory, read Spirits Theory and Practice 1. The enigmatic Miles Creighton, researcher into the unexplained, gave us the following 5 fundamental traits of spirits. 1. Typically confined to the room in which they died. 2. Cannot be harmed or manipulated through physical mechanisms. 3. Have been known to assail the living, sometimes causing paralysis. 4. Exercise limited influence over the physical world, i.e. making small objects float. 5. Visible only in mirrors or to those who are highly spiritually attuned. No, we do not want to sneak, Nightingale. Okay, got a few items there. Excuse me, Margaret. Spirits theory and practice too. Let's see. There are several well-known techniques to deal with rogue or unwanted spirits. 1. Warding candles. While lit, inhibit their movement. 2. Carefully observe the ghost and sneak past it. 3. Fearing the holy energy of our Lord, spirits can be stopped and pushed by holding out a Bible. 4. Photographing a spirit will capture it, leaving behind a cursed energy on the floor. Curiously enough, warding candles also inhibit the movement of enchanted armor. This is a clear sign that a spirit is the animating force behind such magic. Alright. Did I go in this? Whoa! Don't you do it! Don't you spit at me! Okay, so that's like poison it spits out, so you might, yeah, see I'm poisoned. Cup of tea, healing item, a now cold cup of caffeinated tea, still drinkable despite some odd flakes and clumps on the surface. Ew. Ooh, enlarged heart, yay, this is good, it's an offering. The enlarged heart of a living corpse. Some of the original cholera victims have slowly grown larger over the years. Their bodies have become twisted and grotesque, almost inhuman. Is the dream forgetting what they originally looked like? And this is another beast zombie cholera patient. The dream is usually quite accurate, so why are they so hideously distorted and enlarged? Don't know. Couldn't begin to tell you. I'm just a kid. Got more poison antidote. That's fine. Bandages. Healing item. What did I... Yeah, no, don't. What did I put? You're on 2. There we go. Right. So we'll see our first ghost. Hearty roll, healing item. A hearty lye roll with a variety of seeds provides a nourishing effect that heals over time. I appreciate Albert and Daffy's mother is German, but why must she be so German? I simply cannot stomach any more pretzel bread. Oh god, pretzel bread sounds delicious. I'm done being polite. Let's see. 25 health, heals an additional 1% per second for 60 seconds. Something big. Holy crap, what are you? Oh! I don't know what that is. No. Oh, I can't. Okay, I can't search that. I can search you though. Permanent medium outfit, gentleman's suit. A moldering suit once worn by Jeremiah, the handyman of Mostyn House, as a young man before his family fell on hard times. Someday I will be back at those parties. I'll be the king of this valley. Okay, 15% damage to melee attacks from behind. Nice. 10% health vampirism added to melee attacks. Ooh, receive 15% less poison pact. Receive 15% less fire damage. That thing looked like it was carrying fire, so this might be a good thing. Okay, cool. We are going to take -3 speed, however. Let's do it. Oh, we are dapper. Slightly old and dry, but still edible. It is a scone, which is delicious. You know what? Let's go out here real quick. The music in this game is amazing. I love it. Night Mother remembers we are her bricks and blood is her mortar. I have 2. So there you go. We can remember something. Yes. I mean, this is the demo. I'm not... Although I think when I completed it on normal, I think it says it does save your demo playthrough and adds it to the full release. Let's... what do we want to remember? Oh, I can't remember my outfit? Well, that's a bummer. Let's, I guess, give my poor self a heads up. I love the music in this game, too. Alright. Hey, buddy. I swear the church was this way, but there's only a wall. Oh, do forgive me. Sometimes I forget that I am in this damnable shadow world rather than the real one. I'm the vicar of St. Eli's, the nearby parish church. Or, at least, it used to be nearby. It feels like it's been so long since I've seen it. Never mind all that. You've been in the house recently? Positively reeking with evil, isn't it? As a warrior of Christ, I had once thought to save the poor souls in there. Now I wish only to escape. You may think it cowardly, but spend a few more nights here and you'll see. How can I help? Lamp. I see you staring at my lamp. I would be happy to give it to you. But I need proof that you are a valiant warrior of Christ and not in league with the foul beasts in that house. Bring me the corrupted heart of one of those hefty, poison-spewing, sheet-covered abominations in there. Guess what? Excellent! You are indeed worthy of this lamp. Use it well. We need it for the basement. Let's see. Let's talk. Let's see. Let's wrap. How about you and I? Basement. The basement is absolutely boiling with sinful characters. For one, there's the first witch and her initiates. Do not, under any circumstances, be tempted to join her foul coven. I believe the dream is a test from God to see how we might behave given eternal life. Harnessing the power of demons to cast spells does not sound like the sort of activity that would please our Lord and Savior. Secondly, the foul butcher surgeon resides down there. A despicable man. I've seen him go in and out of the hedge maze several times. He claims to be searching Mostyn Mausoleum for corpses to, and here we go again, bring back to life. What is his real intention? I don't know, but you should ask him if you see him. It doesn't sound like somebody you want to have a conversation with, quite frankly. Hedge maze. The Mostyn hedge maze used to be one of my favorite spots for contemplation. It seems to have been hexed recently, as I simply cannot find a way through anymore. Seeing through what such illusions requires one to be significantly cursed is something I personally cannot abide. Whoever is in there does not want visitors. The Mostyn Mausoleum sits in the center of the maze. Perhaps whoever hexed the hedge maze has discovered something there? Spirits! In the dream, spirits are tricky fellows to deal with. One cannot even see them unless cursed, and being cursed is a rather unpleasant state to be in. In the real world, I would rely upon my trusty Bible for protection, but in the dream, surprisingly, a camera is the best weapon. They say a photograph can capture a person's soul. Well, here in the dream, that seems to be true, at least for these damnable phantoms that flit about. Cameras are rare. I did see a girl about your age with one the other night, though. She took my picture and said she was going to sell it to the man in the mirror. Absolutely off her rocker, I think. She looked hideously cursed as well. No doubt she was seeing things. Alright, thank you. I'm leaving. So, you kind of need to be cursed in order to go through the hedge maze. And I think there's like a list of things you need. Hedge maze shopping list. Critical. Spirit twigs, warding candles. I mean, we have those. Camera and dry graphic plates do not have. Bipel do not have. Cursed Explorer ring. Is that the ring that we have? Ring of Perception. So, what do we have? Okay, what is this? Oh, that's the Phantom's ring. We don't have that. Okay. Can we go further down this way? Is there anything else down here? Oh, I'm being cursed. Whoop. Okay, we got a projectile. Oh, wrong room. Let's see. Sweet Millie, dead girl. I still remember the trick. Open and close any door 3 times, then step through to the wrong room. She's not. Oh, but she's coming. Just give her a minute. Oh, there's 2 of you. Turn around, please. Yeah, great. Oh my god. We good? Cool. Thank you. See, pottery shard tool. The nondescript remains of something porcelain can be thrown to create a distraction audible nearby in the room. About as loud as running footstep. Hi, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, you do want to reach in the toilet. Found the rusty cage key. Mm-hmm. Okay. Hunter's ring, projectile ring, a copper ring in good condition, a 16th century copy of a ring said to be owned by Robin Hood himself. Peter, look at this fine lot of rings I've bought. It says here this one was owned by the historical Robin Hood. Surely he was real, like King Arthur? All myths have some basis, in fact. Yes. Projectile damage. You know what? Let's equip. Oh, wait, no, I had it equipped. I'm sorry. Do I have that equipped? Okay. And yeah. So apparently we can wear a shit ton of rings. Read Outcast Diary 1885. Yes, I am a Calvinist, but that's not so unusual, not compared to the occult games that unholy doctor and his mongrel daughter have concocted. It was not my fault that I was stricken with cholera, but it is my fault that I dragged myself from the irresistible grace of Christ into this den of debauchery. But I could not stand the putrid waste pouring from my mortal frame 1 minute longer, so here I am. Oh. Hi. Oh, you must be Nightingale. I've heard wonderful things about you from my daughter Margaret. I'm Dr. Robert Blackett. I do apologize for not coming to visit you sooner. Oh, I see you staring at my head wound. I just fell into a cleaver. Nothing to worry about. Cut my head open on a low doorway. We old men bleed so easily. I'm afraid you've caught me at a bad time, as I must be heading upstairs. I'm sure we'll have plenty of time to get acquainted here in the dream. For now, feel free to use my laboratory. You seem like a clever girl, so I'll let you borrow my basic lab manual. Enjoy the rest of your evening, Nightingale. Yeah, I'll do just that. Enjoy my evening. You know, I don't trust him. Can we actually craft anything? We have acid. Ingrid, that's poison. Ooh, I want to do paralysis. Poison. Can we craft? We can craft it. And we can also do poison. Why not? Why not? Can we do another acid? Okay, yeah, let's do that. Outcast Diary 1886. Each night I explore the boundaries of his magnificent and horrifying gift. I am eternally grateful to Dr. Blackett. Though he claims he does not believe in God, it is plain he has been chosen to do his work. Clumsily, the previous inhabitants of the house exposed the dream to magic. Cosmic concepts have been cloaked in the false vocabulary and childish sigils of 17th century charlatans. It will take decades of study to properly harness this magic. Thankfully, I have plenty of time. Crafting jar, nice. Sure. Empty jar.
They're all dead.
Oh no. Hey, witch.
You fancy yourself a knight?
Okay. Paralysis leaf. Ooh, can we do paralysis now? A neurotoxin leaf of unknown origin with proper equipment can be used to create paralyzing liquid. When I felt its fingers on me, I froze up. I couldn't move. It was just a few seconds, but it felt like hours. Search body. The severed finger of a human. Murder is sometimes necessary for the greater good. In this case, the very fate of the world is at stake. It is critical we act swiftly. This was an initiate. I can't help it if some lose their way. Exploring the curse is not for the weak. Da, 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 da. I did check everything in here. Yeah. Well, club lady.
I've been cursed.
So sad for you. Okay, that door does not have a handle. We can't open it. Oh, is this what's his face? It is. This is why we have the key in the toilet, from the toilet. Coin purse, permanent treasure. A cloth coin purse dyed red with blood and powdered organs. Normally all possessions are lost upon death in the dream, but this purse will safely preserve 10 coins. Her room reeks. I think she's been making more of those disgusting little pouches. It saves 10 strange coins upon death. Thanks. Okay, another crafting jar. Outcast Diary 1887. Progress is slow. I have no pupils. The dream has become overrun with disgusting disease-ridden corpses. That wretched butcher surgeon turned the dream into a nightmare and now has the audacity to linger here. He claims Dr. Blackett hired him, but I cannot believe God would mislead one of his chosen ones. We need fresh inhabitants, free of disease, with minds open to Christ's wonders. Okay, so I'm trying to see if I can get any more coins to buy stuff from the merchant. Mainly healing items. Before we go and do the butcher and whatever the hell that thing is. Hey. I don't think I'm cursed enough. Curse ward ring. Modern ring featuring a skull etched in stone. Death is inevitable, but we have a history of making the inevitable, don't we? Okay, you know what this is going on? Oh God, swift ring. It's supposedly a ring worn by ancient cult of Hermes. I managed to return my father's old collection of rings into functional magical artifacts in the dream. If only he were alive so I could show him. Pretty sweet. Okay. Equip. Does that take that one off? Oh no. So does that mean we can... Oh, okay. Got it. Understand. Okay, so we can only wear 4 rings at a time. Got it. Let's unequip that one. And we're going to do that one. So we have... Okay, so we've got the 10 max health, 25% bleeding resistance. We have 5 speed, and we have received 33% less curse damage. Oh, and we do have the 100 projectile one on. Okay, that's right. Got it. Okay. Hey guys. I know what you're thinking. Why would this gentleman and his dog be locked up if they hadn't done something nefarious? Surely this man murdered someone, and his great beast of a dog dragged the body into a lake. Well, I can assure you, we are merely the victims of a cruel jape, no more. My name is Felix, and this is my noble hound Horace. Hi, Horace. If you would be so kind as to fetch the rusty cage key, I'm sure we can be of great use to you. Do you have the rusty cage key? I'm sure it was tossed somewhere smelling and disgusting down here. Yes, I do, actually. Oh, you will not regret this, not one bit. Let us dust ourselves off, and we'll meet you upstairs in the study. Cool. Can I speak to you? Oh, wait. I said I could speak to you again. Okay. No, that's it. That's all we can do. Cool. Where's the damn door? Okay. Oh! Hey, whore. Nightingale, I'm so sorry for our earlier misunderstanding. I'm the first witch, and I run the sororal order of the initiated. The filthy wretch and I, through careful and often perilous experiments, have come to understand much about the dream. I bestow this knowledge onto worthy young initiates such as yourself. How do we train you? This will sound a bit macabre. The blood and vital organs of the dream's inhabitants hold tremendous power. By offering them in ritual to the entity that controls the dream, the body may be permanently strengthened. Additionally, worthy initiates are given special gifts as they ascend in the ranks. In fact, you will receive a special gift after your first offering. Here is a hunting guide and an offering list you can refer to. I look forward to working with you to unlock your full potential, Nightingale. Offering, let's see. Strange coin, corrupted finger. We have both. Okay, so this is where we level ourselves up. Finger is going to level up your health. Warding, absorb more curse damage before succumbing to curse rot, allowing one to better perceive ghosts and discover additional secrets. That sounds pretty sweet. Immunity, absorb more bleeding, paralysis, and poison damage before succumbing to their effects. I mean, obviously, having more health is great. I feel like it's going to be easier to get rid of these to some degree. So I guess warding. So we're now at level 1. We have ascended to level 1. Congratulations on your first offering, Initiate. Your reward is a key that unlocks our network of secret passages. The bookshelf in this room connects directly to another part of the house. Very convenient. Your next reward will be at level 5, an advanced grimoire that will let you create new spells. I look forward to your next offering, Initiate. Oh, we can keep going. But let's not. If you find yourself running out of foes to harvest organs from, you need to begin a new night. All of your targets will be revived to be hunted once more. Dying is one way to start a new night, but it comes with obvious downsides. Search for another blue bookshelf. You might find a different way. Let's talk. What would you like to know about? Curse. The curse is a glimpse into the traumatized heart of the dream. With its heightened perception, many strange and wonderful truths are revealed. One may even locate gateways between disparate worlds. You might try gazing into a mirror while terribly cursed. It's the only way to meet the man in the mirror. I do hope you will come to appreciate the mad artistry of whatever celestial entity controls the dream. Initiates. Be careful around the other initiates. Some have lost their minds and some have turned their back on the sororal order. That is a tongue twister for me. The casting of spells and becoming repeatedly cursed takes a toll on one's sanity. Only the truly strong-willed can ascend the ranks of the order. I recommend strengthening your tolerance to the curse to avoid any issues. First witch, I was once a stranger to the dream like you. My title is accurate. After learning the occult arts from the filthy wretch, I became the dream's first true witch. I believe I'm still alive in the real world, although it becomes harder and harder to know for sure. It doesn't matter much to me because I have so much important work to do here. The filthy wretch and I are collaborating on an experiment of sorts. Through careful application of offerings and blood, permanent changes can be made to the dream. We're still early in our research, but I'll be sure to let you know how we get on. Oh, do, darling, do. All right, let's get out of here. Let's see, what do we need here? Yes. Corrupted heart, take it. Get another remembrance slot. Sure, let's remember something. What do we remember? Let's remember... That's speed. That seems pretty sweet. Case notes 1. Officer Roland Bryce, Monmouthshire Constabulary, July 28th, 1881. Investigating the potential murder of Peter Mostyn, 35, and possible forged will leaving family estate to American physician Robert Blackett. State staff reports Peter appearing pale and sickly for nearly a full year before death. Peter had been a severe alcoholic for 7 years following the death of his father and sister. Dr. Robert Blackett and his daughter Margaret had been living in Mostyn House for 3 years. The state staff reports no conflicts between them, unsubstantiated rumors of an intimate relationship between Peter and Margaret. Woo, girl. Margaret. Got a scone. I actually didn't try the secret passage in my last playthrough, so let's see where it goes. Oh! Wait. It's the secret bedroom. Got it. Oh, okay, wait. No, we can. Oh god, rogue's ring, melee ring. Copper ring with engraving depicting a dagger. The process for tricking the dream into thinking a ring has magical properties is a simple matter for the theatrically inclined. 30% damage to melee attacks from behind. Ugh. Do we want that one? Guys, do we want that one? Let's unequip the projectile one. And equip that one. The rogue's ring. Okay. Hey, creepy. Just gonna call you Christian Grey, okay? Yeah. Let's buy. Let's see. We have, how many do we have? 49 corns? Sweet. Ooh, simple wood splitting axe, a bit unwieldy, but will leave the recipient of let's do it. Purchase. What is this? Okay, that's the key to unlock the grandfather clock. Any of the blackened ring thoroughly charred in fire, less fire damage. 5% chance of having damage received. Ooh, that's nice. I want to get... Let's purchase 2. Can I just purchase? Okay, so we got 2. I have 28 coins left. Okay, I think I have all sold out. Come back when you're running low. So he'll be sold out on things that you have the max capacity for. I mean, I guess that's it. Okay, so the thing is you can buy from him. You can only sell to the man in the mirror. What are you, my dog? Oh, God. You know what? Do I have... Wait. Jeez Louise, boy. Oh, it's coming with him. Oh! Will it come through? Will he come through? Oh my God. I mean, really? I'm doing so good. Oh, wait. Oh, God. This is terrible. I told you I'm not good at this game. Okay, corrupted meat. That is disgusting. A greenish chunk of meat has no value in ritual, but can be reluctantly eaten to restore some health. Unfortunately, it is highly poisonous and so must be chased with antidote. Oh boy. Photographic dry plate. A thoroughly modern photographic plate with a camera can be used to create curiously vibrant photographs. She produces the most haunting photographs, claims they're real ghosts, looks like somebody wearing a rag over their face to me, but I won't deny they're quite stirring. Corrupted liver, the heavy liver of a particularly large living corpse. Emma has been playing cruel japes on the older corpses, decorating them with lanterns and armor, and making them battle each other. Absolutely no respect for the dead. Damn. This was just a giant zombie. Bolting light fixtures to them is just disrespectful, Emma. Are we cursed enough? Hi. Let's get cursed. Yeah. Where are you going? Oh, I'm paralyzed, you whore. I don't know if I'm cursed enough. What? You can't fight him, for the record. I don't know if I'm... Like, hit me again. Oh, for crying out loud. Okay. Okay, let's go. Let's see if I am... Hey! Found one. Okay. Yes. Alright. Hi. You look different. Who are you? A new arrival. It has been a while. I'd introduce myself, but I'm afraid I've forgotten who I was. You haven't been here the last... Okay. Lord Nobody of Nowhere. I love it. One visitor gave me the honorific Lord Nobody of Nowhere. I quite like that title. I'm afraid to find out who I was before. Perhaps I wasn't a good person. You look like Joshua Graham. I still faintly remember things, smells, tastes, and an uncanny sense of having seen something before. That's why I enjoy photographs. They bring back so many feelings. Have you ever used a camera? It's quite simple, really. If you'd like, I have a beautiful antique camera for sale. I'd give it to you for free, but I need coins. You see, I cannot leave this place, so I purchased photos from budding photographers such as yourself. Yeah, you wasn't here in my last playthrough. As such, you'll be able to make back the purchase price of the camera in no time, I'm sure. Nowhere. It's beautiful, isn't it? No better place to spend eternity, I think. It helps that nowhere is a crossroads of sorts, so I'm often meeting new people. Nowhere is the only place in the dream you can get to from everywhere. Initially, it was just me, and then my trusty crow flew in from the portal. I've given him many names, but can't seem to remember any of them for very long. Sometime later, that old bag over there... How dare you speak to Rose like that? Sometime later, that old bag over there wandered in from who knows where. Can't stand her. What can I do? She's so old that if I threw her through the portal, she'd turn to dust. Wow! A false moon and a waterfall. Whoever or whatever created Nowhere clearly had a romantic soul. A girl whose name I cannot recall sometimes sits on that rock. I haven't seen her in a while, though. Spirits. When you take a picture of a spirit, you capture its soul in the photograph. A girl about your age wearing a mask sold me a whole pile of photos of spirits. Said she was on her way to Mostyn Mausoleum to protect something. Wonder what happened to her. Alright, that's enough. Let me go talk to the old bag over here. Hey, Rose. Oh, now you look familiar. No, I suppose not. Haven't had a visitor in a while. I guess I'm overexcited. My name is Rose. Don't remember much else but my first name, so that'll have to do. Don't take this the wrong way, but you seem like the type of girl who carries around a lot of junk she doesn't need. Am I right? I love junk. It's the only thing keeping me sane in this starry purgatory. Well, somewhat sane. Better than Mr. Photographs over there, at least. Got a heaping amount of coins, so if you have any extra items, I'll happily take them off your hands. Let's sell. We'll leave it at that. Now that we're better acquainted, I have something for you. Picking the perfect look from a giant pile of outfits and rings takes time. To instantly recall your best ensemble, you should write it down in this fashion record. I used to have more records, but I've given them all out. Maybe you'll find them. Multiple records means multiple looks at your fingertips. Fashionable young women like us need all the help we can get. Lover. How dare you, Mr. Photographs? Okay, let's talk. Nowhere. Can't see too well anymore, but the twinkling lights are still beautiful. One of these days I need to purchase a telescope and have a proper look at them. Maybe they're not even stars. Everything in this nightmare is fake, isn't it? Pass my time here, resting my old bones and waiting for visitors like yourself. Unlike Lord Pictures over there, don't want to look at photographs. They make me too sad. Rose, who am I? Fine question. I have a few clues. My hands are virtually crippled with arthritis, so I suppose I spent my youth doing something meticulous with them. Maybe I was a seamstress? Most of my face has rotted. Says that so casually. Most of my face has rotted, so it's hard to tell what I once looked like. But there is something distinct about my eyes. Perhaps I had a French mother. I like to think I was beautiful in my youth, and will believe so until someone presents me some real evidence that I wasn't. Junk. A young girl like you shouldn't be running around with a bunch of silly trinkets lying around her pockets. Amassing a pile of baubles and gimcracks is an old lady's sport. I've purchased many strange and unique items over the years. Bought a pair of spectacles right off a young man's face. He was in dire need of coin and seemingly in quite a hurry. Bought a terrarium with a real spider inside from a filthy man wearing a sheet. Bought a necklace made of fingers from a frightening young woman in rags. I even once purchased a pair of trousers from a young man with a dog, mostly so he'd have to take them off. Don't tell Mr. Photographs about that one. Alright, Rose, you're delightful. I don't know what Mr. Photographs' problem is. I guess... How much do I, What is this? Ooh, slightly increased luck. I feel like maybe we should. Permanent light outfits and 2% less physical damage when heavy receive 10%. I kind of feel like the Bible. Let's do it. Okay, so this is... Is it saying it's 5? Okay. Let's purchase a few. Yeah. I have 3 now. Okay. Ooh, no, let's not do. Let's do 3. Let's go see if we can get the ghost. Say, since you have a camera, I got a favor to ask. My photo collection is sorely lacking photos of the supernatural variety. Sell me a photo of a spirit and I'll throw in a special extra gift. They normally can only be seen when you're cursed. But you can take a picture of them anytime. Okay, cool. Let's heal a little bit. Oh, wait. E. Yeah, great. What do I need to offer? Sure. Let's... Oh, we can't remember the photograph. You know what? Let's remember this thing. The Bible. I think having increased luck to an extent is good. Okay, let's heal a little bit of our curse. Okay. Aim to shoot. Hey, we did it! Do we, like, how do we reload? Okay. Left mouse. Search body. Yeah, we're gonna get, okay. Spectral remains offering a fine phantasmic dust slightly hot to touch. Miles Crandon tells us that when trapped, an apparition's spiritual energy is converted into a physical mass. It may look like dust, but what you are seeing is a desperate entity's last hope to escape this earthly prison. Snuffed out. Alright, ghost physician. Let's see, can we find a way to resurrect that phantom in the white coat? We're understaffed. Okay, so walking through the pile of ashes does in fact... No! I didn't mean to do that. I actually need to switch out. Let's do that. Okay. Cool. We did it. Let's see. Offering. Okay, 6 coin to... Yeah, sure. Okay, let's go ahead and do vigor. Okay, we're level 2. Nice, thank you. We could do another one. You want to? Let's go ahead and level up. Cool. Okay. We are done. Cool. All right. Okay, there we go. Oh, I did not. Okay. There's another mirror down here. Oh, we didn't talk to... God bless it. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. There's so much in this that I didn't do in my first playthrough. Probably because I died so damn much. Hi. Let's see. Ah, good to see you again. Now that we're free, Horace and I would like to offer you a special service. As I understand it, the witch in the basement is always looking for offerings. Fingers, hearts, that sort of thing. I don't know much about witchcraft myself, but I do know how to procure these offerings. You see, Horace and I are skilled hunters, always in search of our next target. So you just let me know if you'd like us to go hunting, and I'm sure we can make a deal. Oh, that's nice. What's in my cage? Strangest thing waking up in the dark all locked up. What kind of wretched creature puts a dog in a little cage like that? I am so sorry, Horace. Suppose we'll never know who the culprit was, but I assure you I am very grateful to be free. You've done a fine thing, and we'd like to reward you by offering our hunting services. Horace. Horace has been my primary companion for years, in life and in the dream. I was born in a proper rich family, did not get along with them, took the family dog and went my own way. The only thing I've ever really been good at is hunting. Not good with people, not good with numbers, but Horace and I can track a fox for miles. Doesn't help with paying the bills, though. Margaret. Lovely girl, absolutely lovely. Gave me the groundskeeping and security job for the house after those 2 brothers died. Albert and Daphne were their names, I think. Well, one of them's dead. You can still find them wandering around the dream, in living corpse form. Unreal. You have my full permission to kill me if you ever find me wandering around moaning like those 2 weepers. Never got along with her father. Doesn't think I'm good enough for Margaret. That's why we're proper platonic, and don't believe anybody who says different. I won't. Okay. We're not going to do the hunting thing. We're going to go back down into the basement. There should be another initiate, I think.
Is a new friend.
Oh, balls. 8. I don't know what these things are. The numbers? Okay, so... Okay, now run. Yeah, I do. F off. Okay, cool. Did I not kill you? Hey. Oh, thank you. Okay. Giant maid, Tara. Uh-huh. I hear her whispering and stomping about at all hours. Give me that. Bye, Tara. Yeah. I thought we killed Tara. I guess I'm misremembering. Short cloth, permanent light headwear. A short cloth to drape over one's face. Though it won't fool any undead, it does create a menacing appearance and provides protection against poisonous vapors. Receive 25% less poison buildup. Very, okay. Sure. Oh my god, we look horrible. Oh. West, east, and white lead. Okay, so there is something somewhere. So we have 8, 1. Oh, that's right. That's what it's for. So we have 8, 1. Let me write this down. 8, 1. There's another number somewhere. Case notes number 2. Officer Ryland Bryce, history of Dr. Blackett. Made a fortune as a talented physician in Boston treating unusual cases. Took a trip to China in 1860, possibly to avoid war in U.S. Left China for England, bringing half-Chinese daughter Margaret with him, mother unknown. Unsubstantiated rumors of heavy opium usage. Met Peter Mostyn in 1878. Robert and Margaret move into Mostyn House. 3 years later, Peter dead, and Robert owns Mostyn House. Dun dun dun! Boiler room note. Sweet Millie, dead girl. In the dark, I can almost see her. Our number game, west to east and white lead. The other 2 are where we laid our heads. So 2 of the bedrooms are gonna have the mid. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Oh, I do have it. 9. Ooh, a decorative shield purportedly Viking in origin can block most attacks, although it will eventually break. Hold control. Okay, now he's a proper brute. She got the idea from the shield from seeing Albert all dressed up in armor. This is a color patient heavy zombie. So hold control. Okay. I probably... Whatever. So 9. So we now can turn on the power. There we go. Okay, so... And you know what? Okay, we are now curse free. Where is it? Is it? Okay. Fire damage, curse damage, other. Okay, let's try. So hold control. Okay. So we're just going to do this. Moonless, formless paths connect the past and the present. Light this candle to open a path. So long as you do not leave this room, death will return you to this moment. Let's not for right now. Hey, I'll be with you in a minute. We're gonna do this, and this will end the demo. Talking to him. Case notes 3, because this is already a long video. The autopsy has ruled Peter's death as alcoholic cardiomyopathy, although the performing doctor notes some irregularities. The transfer of Mostyn House to Robert Blackett following Peter Mostyn's untimely death is suspicious. However, given all Peter's immediate family is deceased, it is not so unusual as to be implausible. It is this officer's opinion that this investigation should be closed. Really? Oh, this will lead us back up into the... Wait. No, this is not what I was thinking. Another one. Shut up. Ooh, fireball book. Spell. Emits a large fireball. I call upon Astaroth to bring forth his noisome breath. Cool. And then I think this leads back to the music room. Yep. And we take the photograph of the ghost. What is this? Yep. Do I have? I do. Let's go. What do we want to remember? We can disremember things too. Is that even a word, disremember? Let's... Let's go ahead and remember that, just so I won't have to buy it again. I don't think we can... Yeah, it's locked. Hi, boyo. Butcher surgeon. Ah, you must be the new boy. Just so you're aware, the last boy died of sepsis. He did not listen carefully to my instructions. This patient is dying. I need you to run to the laboratory and craft a tonic jar. I do not have the tonic jar. Alright, let's go do this. Got it. We can do the wrong room too. One. Yeah, wrong room. I don't really... Yeah, calm down. Okay. Calm down. You're good. You're fine. If you want... Since we have 50 million of them. I know, honey. Go. I don't know if something bad happens if all the bodies drop. All right, we're out. Okay, there you go. That was the wrong room. Excuse me, Tara. Yep. Look at our creepy self in the mirror. Okay, here you go. Yeah, there you go. You may just be of some use, boy. Talk. Butcher. I do have a name, of course, but I'd rather not sully my reputation in the real world. Finding work has been difficult for an old-fashioned craftsman like myself, so I've had to do things I'm not proud of. That bloody fool Joseph Lister has turned the art of surgery into a complete farce. I'm sorry, what exactly are you doing? Dr. Blackett offered me top pay for a simple job. Each night I was to deliver to him fresh corpses and dissect them. He claimed he was starting a medical school, but there was no students. The bodies were to be brought back to life in front of a curious window, the observer cloaked in shadow. A few nights later, when I awoke in the dream, the truth was made clear. I had been hired to introduce the dream to the mechanical operations of the human body. Now I stay on, assisting Dr. Blackett, yes, but performing my own investigations as well. Dream. The dream affords me the rare opportunity to study the human body in exacting detail. Each night the dead are reanimated anew, so one can truly practice in a way impossible in the real world. When I first arrived in the dream, I performed many an experiment on willing subjects. Well, mostly willing, I think. Progress requires sacrifices, no? For instance, I spent a few weeks slicing one gentleman's Achilles tendon in a different way each night. As you can imagine, He grew stark raving mad, but by the end I was able to consistently repair that hobbled foot. Don't even get me started on what I've learned about the brain. Oh, God. Escape. I believe I'm still alive in the real world, and that in a few more nights I'll awake as usual. Initially, I had only the faintest memories upon waking, but over time I have learned to retain more. As soon as I awake, I pick up a scalpel and retrace what I have practiced in the dream. Additionally, I believe there's a way to escape the dream at will. But I certainly won't tell you about it, my little secret. Also, if I ever hear you sneaking around Mostyn Mausoleum, I will cut your eyes out. Mostyn Mausoleum. Oh, I see. You're not the new boy. You're a puppet. I'm going to snip your strings.
Ah, there you are.
What, am I poisoned? Sure. You ass! Okay, wait a minute. Do I have 4? Oh, hey! Right idol eye, permanent key. Hey, you know what? Poison is great. The right eye to an ancient stone idol. Small glimmering lights can be seen within. Name your price. We will pay it. I will find a way to transport this home. If it kills me? Okay. Remembrance tier. A tear-shaped drop of blessed blood shed only by those who once made an offering at a remembrance shrine. Can be dropped into a remembrance shrine to remember an additional item. Dipping your hand in that pool of blood has consequences. You are forever changed. And that was the butcher surgeon. My father hired him for some that word, anatomisation, and yeah, because it'd be like anatomy, anatomization, helpful, dreadful. There you go. Thank you for playing the Withering Rooms demo. You're just getting started. You've beaten the first boss, but there are 14 more. Explore all of Mostyn House and Hedge Maze is tombs, caves, churches, and ruins beyond. Customize nightingales to suit your playstyle. Be a sneaky rogue with a rapier, a shield-wielding shotgun expert, or a witch who harnesses the curse to her advantage. Experience 1 of 4 endings and take your build into New Game Plus to face more randomized enemy layouts, new foes, and a new boss. Your save game transfers to full version, so you can pick up right where you left off. See you in the dream. It's pretty cool. All right, so that was the Withering Rooms demo. That was an incredibly long demo. I have some work ahead of me to edit. I really enjoyed this. This was a great recommendation. The movement for me, as you could tell, and I'm not even going to deny it, is awkward for me. This just the A and D, and timing things right, the dodge roll and the backing up. I get frizzled really easily, and I'm like, I didn't mean to do that. But I think the cool little items you pick up and the story behind them, I mean, you get so many cool things to use as defense and offensive objects. It's clear the devs put a lot of thought into this. I definitely at some point want to play the full version. I have it on my wish list. And like I said, it's on sale right now for $19.99 until the 20th of this month. And again, I'm going to leave a link to this in the description box above. But thank you all for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. You can let me know what you think down below in the comments. And I will plan to see you probably Tuesday. I have a game that I'm working on. It has 3 endings. I've already got 1 full playthrough of it done. I'm trying to go for the other 2 endings, so I'll probably be doing that Monday. So I'll see you Tuesday for that. But you all take care and have a fantastic rest of your weekend. Toodles!